I first started feeling depressed when I entered high school. It's made living difficult. You start having these thoughts that you really wish you didn't. It made me something of an outcast amongst the other students. I felt like because it was a new environment and moving on away from friends and meeting new people in a new environment was difficult at first, and it then made me feel very vulnerable. At the time, both my parents were going through a rough time, and they were just starting to get divorced, and I felt like that was difficult not only for me but for both my brother and I, although he wasn't really there to help at the time either because he was focused on his studies. It affected my social and school life in a negative way. It made me something of an outcast amongst the other students at the school, and I felt like it affected my grades as well. Like, they dropped because I didn't care about what happened. I didn't care if I failed my tests, didn't care if I passed my courses. I just didn't care about anything at the time, and my friends weren't really that supportive either because they didn't understand what was going on either.
I first experienced depression when I was around 16. Stuff started getting bad at home. Stress, family life, school life, other stuff going on, medical issues and that as well. Grades dropped and social life vanished. No one, like, total outcast sort of thing. No one kind of understood what was going on because you couldn't really speak about it.
We are speaking about it more than ever before. We're being more progressive and moving kind of closer towards it being, kind of smashing the stigma that surrounds it, but there is still a lot of work to be done. Celebrities that are talking about mental health problems, so they're using their platform to sort of make sure people know that it's okay to have issues and it can happen to anyone at any age, any time. So there is quite a good support system in place at the moment. We've got a lot of student support staff and student advisors that are always there on hand for people that need counselling or any help with things like money problems, everything.
I don't feel that people are getting enough help within the college. I don't feel that there's enough that the college itself does to help people with mental health, like dealing with depression.
The school weren't as supportive. It took 3 years for them to understand that it's a real thing.
Being a student is majorly stressful. It's probably the most stressful time of your life. So you've got a lot of pressure put on you from a lot of different aspects of your life. I think the college or university is going to be, a lot of fun, and it is, and it can be, but it is a lot of hard work as well.
Students have a lot going on in their lives, whether it's to do with them moving away from home and learning how to live on their own and just sort of fend for themselves, get a job and advance their education through college or university. I feel that then makes them vulnerable in a way because it's the first time in their life that they're experiencing it, and it can then affect them.
Most people just go undiagnosed as well because they've got too much going on and they've not got time to go and see a specialist about it, but it affects students the most because everybody's expecting us to do more than what we can handle.
So I think definitely there needs to be more funding involved. I know the government's making a lot of cuts just now on mental health, which is definitely not the right way to go because there's the need for mental health services is definitely on the rise. I mean, we can see people that are waiting, 6 weeks to see a doctor when they need help desperately. It can be really debilitating for people not being able to get the help when they need it.
There should be a system for students or people with mental health issues that they feel more secure to come forward and that could help them. But I feel currently that there isn't anything like that in place. The subject of mental health isn't widely spoken about because it's just a sore subject to most. Like, many people don't want to come forward and admit that they have a problem because they'll be then seen differently in the eyes of other people, and because of that it can affect their lifestyle, just how they live and everything like that.